Welcome back to CSM TV, and today we get a little redemption on the Galant. I hope. Who wants to watch me do something stupid? If you didn't watch the last Galant video, go check it out. Installed a bunch of parts that I wasn't really 100% happy with. So I got some parts to change out to replace those. Also got some parts for the sunroof. And I know last time I just kind of threw a motor in hoping that was the issue with the sunroof. But ended up not being the issue. So what I did, instead of troubleshooting again, mainly because from what I believe, the relay, sunroof, control motor are all in the headliner. So if I'm going to pull it down, I want to have the parts to replace it. And Performance Part Out actually had both the sunroof control motor and a relay. So we can throw those in or test them, do whatever we need to do to try to get those in, and hopefully we'll get the sunroof working. But before we get into that, we'll go over the steering wheel. I know I wasn't happy with the quick release I had, so ended up buying a new one. Went with an Energy Slim quick release, and I had to do an inch spacer to get enough space between there to actually clear the nut that holds the hub on. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Probably not, if I go the right way. So yeah, there's that. I really probably should have just bought a hub at this point. It would have been easier, and this car doesn't really need a quick release. But here we are, making bad decisions, so whatever. And shout out to Miguel at Import Image Racing, I believe it is. He got it out to me super quick. Got a pretty good deal on it, so can't complain. Dig the setup. And the last thing, we got some new gauges to put in, some shifter bushings if I'm feeling like I want to pull the console. Not real sure I want to do that, but we'll go ahead and get into it and see what we can get done. All right, got the headliner down. Just had to pull the pillar trim, both sun visors, of course. The sunroof control and light and all that stuff that's up here, some of the trim, but you can see the relay is right there, motor right there, control motor right there. So go ahead and swap some parts. We'll try the relay first and see if that does it for us. Okay, so maybe not the relay. Let's go with the sunroof control module. So it looks like the sunroof kicked my ass again. Once again, I checked the switches. They're not getting any power. So it's got to be the switches at this point. I don't know what else it could be. Checked about everything. So moving on since I don't have, once again, still don't have switches. But we'll see. Maybe we can find a set. Try something a little different. But we're going to keep going. So next thing, replacing this HKS boost gauge. Put that in. I really wasn't happy with it. I don't like the white face. Found another set of gauges and go perfectly with the car, in my opinion. And there they are, a set of Evo 9 MR factory Mitsubishi gauges. Really cool piece. I was able to find them on eBay for pretty cheap. But so it's got a turbo, it's got a boost gauge, oil temp, and a voltmeter. I don't really care for the voltmeter. instead of oil temp, I'd rather have oil pressure, but got to go with what you can get, and they're gonna look really good in the car. So yeah, I'm not gonna go in too depth with installing these. I might make a separate video doing that. If you guys want to see something like that, let me know. So we'll go ahead and get to getting these in the car. Okay, so I made this nice bolt-in piece. So if I can put these in here. It is still a little tight. They pop in. Both the bolt holes line up here. These guys. So bolt in like factory. We'll have to make a cover, a trim piece to go around. I'll be reusing one and check that out. We'll go ahead and pull these back out and get to the wiring. Okay, so trim ring in. It's not 100%, which I knew it wasn't going to be because the gauges were a little too high for us. But I just want to get an idea and maybe get a template of what we need to do for next time. I think I'm going to need to pull the gauges out to trace around and try to get a real nice fit on these gauges. I missed a little bit on this side and here, so I think it's what we're going to have to do. Pull the gauges out, trace it out, make another piece, but I'm pretty happy with that piece. It's not too bad, it looks good, except for it's just, you know, missed a couple spots. So we'll go ahead and redo that at some point. We're going to go ahead and move on to a couple other things we got to do to get this car back going. We're getting close, I promise. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since I last filmed doing the sunroof and the gauges. I just got busy doing other things. I've been waiting on some parts to come in. Messed up a couple parts I needed to do on the engine bay. I know I said I was going to get to the engine bay and stop messing with the sunroof, but I got some more parts to throw in it. I already tried them because I'm sure you guys are sick of watching me mess with this thing. So I did try these switches I got from another Galant VR4.org member. It did not fix my issue. So started digging into it and figured out the fuse was bad, which that's really annoying. But it was still acting funny. The controls are kind of weird. I'll show you guys here in a second. So I started swapping parts back and forth again to see if I get it to act right. And I actually did find out the sunroof motor that I had in was bad. So maybe that has to do with something with the fuse and all the other things. So at least we kind of sort of solved the problem. But let me go ahead and I need to plug in the battery and I'll show you what the sunroof is doing. Okay, I know these buttons are hard to see because they're pretty faded. This will open the sunroof all the way up. This is for the tilt. So got power on. Got nothing. But here. So there. Okay. Back. And it's open. Shut it. And stop. And back. And then it tilts. And to put it back down is that button. So something funky going on. I'm not sure what, but I'm moving on. Then I also cut out a gauge surround for the gauges. Not too bad, a little off there, but I'm pretty happy with it. I dig the way they look. And I got a green light. I don't remember if they're all three green. I found a light that works. They are, match the gauges. You can't see because that light is super bright in here. So now we can move on to the engine bay stuff. Okay, so here in the engine bay, got to do the intercooler pipe, which actually is done. But we're not ready to put it on just yet. We got to finish up a battery tie down for here, and we're gonna do the fuel filter, which has this fuel pressure gauge on it. We're gonna swap it out for this autometer one that we're gonna run for DSM link, so we can log fuel pressure. Much nicer than just being able to look at a gauge. obviously. So first we're just going to start off battery tie down. We're relocating it over to here, which is sort of the factory area. Already made a little bracket to hold it there, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bend something up. Bolts to here, bends down, down, and then to this guy. So bolt that in and get that secured, and then we can move on to the rest of the stuff. Let's get to it. Okay, so we got some strap steel using. Got a line marked for our first bend. Want to make sure that's going to be nice and straight. And we got our homemade bending unit that buddy here made with the Colt. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on this car. Hopefully we can get him moving on it, but let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on it. I know he doesn't really like to be on camera, but we'll go over the video and the build. It's going to be a cool car. Anyways, yeah, we got our gender bender here. Let's go bend some stuff up. Figure out where to cut this thing. Alright, measure once, cut twice. You got our piece put down on there. Kind of hard to read because my writing sucks. So I know that this needs face down to get the correct bend. Bar's gonna be too long, so bust out the measuring circle. Alright, just gotta trim a little off, punch some holes. Don't have any reverse punches or anything to find the holes to indicate, so I got these pieces of tape. You can just kind of line up, and it's marked on center up top here. So we're gonna eyeball it. Hopefully it can get us our center line. And the center, we'll just measure center. I think these are both going to be on center for where these are located, so I think I'll be good. But kind of double check that. Okay, so these should be the center marks. About how those do. Try that. Let's see what we got here. Need a longer bolt. That's what we got. Got some nice stainless hardware. That one will go on. It's already bolted in, so no reason to take it out. Ain't going nowhere. That fuel filter's in. Get our fuel pressure sensor in there. Old one's out, which everything came out really easy. Which, man, this car has been so easy to work on. Surprisingly, you never know if fuel lines are going to get stuck or whatever, but I think that's been off before. So that's good. Then the battery tie down, got some trimming to do on this dude. This guy up here, trim that up, and then we'll get it all painted and installed. And once everything's painted and dried, we'll go ahead and come back and put it back in and put the intercooler in, or the intercooler pipes in. So back once that's all done. Okay, got our battery bracket in, painted. Put a little piece of heat shrink on this guy, just it's for extra safety, because you know it shouldn't slide around, but just in case, and because I'm paranoid. Also got some shifter bushings in. I got these guys in since I put the shifter bushing bracket in last time. It should stiffen everything up pretty nice. Then onto the intercooler pipes. So got this pipe, only had to weld on the BOV flange and the IET flange, and my buddy Matt did that. Got a little bit of him welding, but he didn't like to be on camera, so I snuck it in there. Sure, there's music in the background. Yeah. I want to get a strike so I can't get monetized. No. Probably not. Not with that music playing. Oh, that's the reason. Oh. Yeah, that's the only reason. Yeah. The only reason. Why else wouldn't you get monetized? Exactly. So let's go ahead and get all these together. I marked this pipe. I got these marks on here, and got some indicators on these guys to show which ones I got to do, because it's kind of a really tight fitment going from end here, and it's got to go behind the headlight and wrap around out here. So we'll go ahead and assemble that, and we can throw everything else together. Now the fun part, trying to get the BOV in with this snap ring. Don't forget the seal. Intercooler piping's back in. Had to pull it off to actually get this blow-off valve to seat. Well, the snap ring to seat. It's not moving now, so that's nice and sealed up. That's not going to go anywhere. Modified this battery bracket so it actually fits and doesn't hit the intercooler pipe now. So good there. Doesn't look the greatest, but it'll be sort of covered, so it's whatever. It works. We'll do the vacuum lines next. But I have a Omni 4-bar sensor I need to mount somewhere. I'll do that on the next episode of this. I'm going to do DSM links, so we'll do it all with that. So, and I'm pretty sure this video is running long anyways. Yeah, one more thing for you guys, if you're still watching. I got stickers made, and these are just test stickers. I got 3 different ones, because they all just, I wasn't 100% set on any of them. These 2 are matte. This one is a gloss finish. This one has like a clear border around it. It's a clear sticker, so it doesn't pop out as much. This one, die cut, but it has a white border, so it's kind of hard to see that guy. And then I have a gloss one with a gray border. So I'm not set on which one I want exactly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll decide eventually, or I'll just see what you guys like and go with that. Whichever one I go with, I'll maybe pick somebody that's a subscriber or something, send them some free stickers. So let me know which ones you guys like. Again, the clear one, the matte white border one, or the gray border one. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.